News at 7 continues now.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time to get involved. Each week we feature a local nonprofit organization to show you what they're doing for the community and how you can help. Today we're talking to the Alzheimer's Association. We have Amy French here to tell us a little bit more about the group. Thanks for coming on, Amy.
Thank you, Emily.
So tell me what the Alzheimer's Association does for the community.
Well, the Alzheimer's Association is a world leader, not only in research, but in care and support for those who are affected by Alzheimer's disease. So we have national and even worldwide efforts in regard to research, care and support, but we also have boots on the ground services right here in our area. We provide a variety of education and support programs. We have education programs that we collaborate with various doctors and other organizations to bring to the community. We provide care and support for those who are affected through support groups, a number of support groups that meet throughout the community. All of our services are free and open to the public. We also do one-on-one care consultations for those who are newly diagnosed or are dealing with new problems that crop up in a chronic disease like Alzheimer's disease.
An organization like you guys is so important because so many families here are impacted by Alzheimer's in one way or form.
Oh, that is true. It is actually the 6th leading cause of death in the United States.
Wow.
And more people are impacted by Alzheimer's disease probably than any other disease, even breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. We don't compete with those diseases in by any stretch of the imagination. But Alzheimer's has always kind of traditionally, unfortunately, been a disease that no one wanted to talk about. And I remember, from years ago, that was true of cancer. And it was something that couldn't be said out loud because everyone was so afraid of it. And the impact of the disease was so devastating, and it is still, and it is with Alzheimer's as well. But more and more awareness is being brought in the community through public health campaigns and through awareness in general, and probably more than anything through the prevalence of the disease.
And that's important too, for more people to know about it, to try to make a difference and hopefully one day have a cure.
Absolutely.
So how can residents get involved with your organization?
We, like most non-for-profits, we thrive on volunteerism. We have a small staff. We try to be good stewards of the money that we raise to provide care and support and research. And through volunteer efforts, people can get involved through our programs, through our fundraising, and equally importantly, through advocacy. We coordinate a number of grassroots efforts to really raise awareness and provide support for our legislators as well so that this disease can stay on their radar.
Who can they contact in order to volunteer, sign up?
Well, one of the things I love about our organization there again is that we have a national presence, but we have a local presence as well. And our 800 number that you guys are showing on the graphics will send you to our local office during business hours. So calling the 800 number actually connects you with our local office. And of course, through our website, alz.org.
And of course, you take donations as well, because a lot of the money you raise goes toward finding a cure.
Oh, it does, absolutely. End of year giving is something that most people are looking at, and we of course want to be on the radar in that regard. It's a wonderful way to honor a loved one who's been affected by the disease, to get involved in that way.
And speaking of the holidays, end of year giving, this is a time of year where we're spending more time with certain family members or friends, and you have some tips for families impacted by Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I think the most important thing for people to know is that, when a person has Alzheimer's, they still have that enjoyment and that need to celebrate rituals and special occasions. And we can't do things the way they were always done because the disease affects not just that individual, but the family in general. So making adjustments as necessary, and I think most important, being aware of the disease head on. Don't let it be the elephant in the room. Have open, honest discussions with family members in regard to how the progression of the disease is going to affect the holidays this year. Be willing to be flexible. Don't, because you've always done Christmas Eve, at 10 o'clock at night and open presents at midnight. That might not be the best way to do it this year. Many people who have Alzheimer's, because of fatigue and other factors, don't do well in the evenings. Maybe switch it to an early part of the day. And there again, I think just being very forthcoming and very realistic about expectations for yourself and for your loved one who has the disease.
Right, of course, you want to be accommodating.
Absolutely.
And you want them to be there and enjoy their time.
Yeah, and finding ways to connect through the rituals and the traditions that you have. You know, music. Music is a wonderful way to connect. At the end of the day, when it comes to holiday celebrations, the time and the place are not what we really want. We really want that connection. We want that ability to feel like we've come together as a family, whether we're family by birth or family through friendships, to make that connection. And that connection, regardless of the stage of the disease, is always going to be capable of being reached.
Yep, and most important part of the holidays, enjoying the people you're with.
Absolutely.
And you have a couple of cool fundraisers coming up. Pancake breakfast with Santa.
We do. It's going to be a good time. This Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 at Chili's in Hickson. Bring your camera, bring your kids, bring your appetite.
Yes.
And your wish list, of course, for St. Nick.
And then you're having a similar fundraiser the following Saturday in Cleveland at one of the Chili's there.
We do. We can't forget our Bradley County connection and the friends we have there. Same scenario, Chili's, 8 to 10 a.m. Bring your appetite. Come ready to let St. Nick know what those secret wishes are that you have.
Definitely fun events, support a good cause. Thanks so much for coming on.
And these events are donation-based, so there's no fee that's required. We just want you to come and have a good time and maybe think about a donation.
Yep, support a good organization.
Yes.
Well, here's Patrick with another check on your weather.